Who is the character that survived falling down thousands of feet while hitting face first on every metal pipe on the way down? Bearing fangs that can cut through bone and standing at 18 feet tall? This is the story of Huggy Wuggy. Hey guys, Mr. OG here, and this video will be covering everything we know about the blue fuzzy furball with yellow hands known as Huggy Wuggy. Our story begins in 1984. Elliot Ludwig has just created a toy that can quote-unquote hug you forever. Skyrocketing Playtime Co. sales, the Huggy Wuggy went on to become the best-selling toy the company's ever had, and then eventually its flagship mascot. Years later, the company's head of special projects, Harley Sawyer, decides to begin the Bigger Bodies initiative, turning children into living toys to reduce costs at the company. Reaching experiment 1170, Harley Sawyer decides to bring the iconic toy to life. The subject for the experiment remains a mystery to this day, but we do know that Huggy Wuggy entered Miss Gracie's conditioning program shortly after his transformation.
Hey there, sleepyhead! Rise and shine! It's time to meet the day! We're all so proud of your progress, Huggy! You're going to make the friends so happy! Today, we're gonna play a game called Cleaning Up.
Groomed to picking up trash and objects and then moving them from one place to another through electroshock therapy became routine for Huggy Wuggy.
You don't have to be angry, Huggy.
Miss Gracie's conditioning program takes a dark turn as Huggy Wuggy is forced to put crying toys in the bad toy box, which is actually a grinder that eliminates the toys. Huggy Wuggy's anger begins to mount and fester as the tasks begin to wear on his mental state. One day, while being transported to a room for his daily brainwashing, Huggy Wuggy unplugs the cables to his chair and breaks the TV in front of him. Then he attacks a guard and breaks out into the hallway to kill another guard. The Playtime Co. staff rushes to enter a lockdown. During this rampage, Huggy is able to break open a vent, almost implying the incident that happened in Mob Entertainment's YouTube lore video titled Restricted Disappearance that took place on June 18th, 1992. In this video, it's revealed that Huggy Wuggy escaped the factory through the vents in an open delivery bay door at 10:27 p.m. near the production wing. At 10:38 p.m., a security team on that day chased Huggy Wuggy into a railroad crossing and then hit him with a tranquilizer, but he managed to escape in the woods. The total time it took for the team to locate and sedate Huggy was 4 hours, and during that time, 5 people are dead and 6 are missing. Huggy Wuggy was found outside a residential home, and the whole incident has angered the head of innovation, Leith Pierre. Now, understanding the full extent of 1170's rage and capabilities, Harley Sawyer is tasked with finding a way to stabilize his experiment. Watching the executive showcase VHS tape, it's revealed that Huggy's teeth were grown into his being using lab experiments, and more importantly, Harley Sawyer's solution to Huggy's rage is Kissy Missy. Kissy Missy is a female counterpart created to ease Huggy's mood, and over time, Huggy Wuggy was conditioned through security training and would ultimately be on display near the entrance of the factory, acting as a statue for tourists. Every now and then, Huggy Wuggy would break his composure, as noted by Rowan Stoll, who believed there was cameras behind his eyes.
Sounds like a bad joke, Huggy Wuggy staring at children. Look, if some creep is hiding nanny cams in our mascot's eyeballs, then it's something that needs to be taken seriously.
On August 8th, 1995, Kissy Missy was scheduled to be transported to play care at 11 a.m. This infuriated Huggy Wuggy and deemed the perfect time for the rebellion against the staff and anyone around that would later become known as the Hour of Joy. Huggy and Kissy both attacked everyone in sight, and it's believed that around this time, Huggy Wuggy joined the prototype's ranks. Fast forwarding to 2005, an ex-employee has returned to Playtime Co. after receiving a mysterious letter. Later, after opening a door, he notices the Huggy Wuggy statue standing at attention, waving in any newcomers. After the employee gets the power back on, he notices the statue is gone. Seeing glimpses of Huggy Wuggy throughout, ultimately, the employee has a run-in with Huggy and is chased through the ventilation system until coming out on a metal platform. Thinking quickly, the ex-employee, who is also known as the player, drops a box on Huggy Wuggy, sending him plummeting to the depths below, hitting various metal beams on the way down, presumably dead. Taking on the perspective of the player, the extent of Huggy's influence is seen throughout the chapters, as some mini Huggies are used in Mommy Longlegs' Whack-A-Wuggy game, and even the player hallucinates a nightmare version of Huggy Wuggy from the red smoke. The player proceeds to the furthest depths of the factory, defeating the doctor and later Doughy after witnessing the safe haven blow up. Finding Poppy and Kissy Missy in the ventilation system, the prototype blows up shelf ventilation block B6, sending the player plummeting even further below with Kissy Missy's hand. The player ends up inside the labs and triggers an alarm system. This system alerts an infuriated Huggy Wuggy that begins slamming on the door and tries to break in. Eventually, Huggy Wuggy does break in, a chase scene ensues, and the player has to lose Huggy Wuggy until later, Huggy Wuggy finds him again, and then he corners him into an elevator. The player attempts to use their grab pack, and Huggy Wuggy rips it off, then proceeds to send the player plummeting below in an elevator crash. It's also important to note that while in Chum Chumkin's stomach, the prototype reveals he sent out his hunters after Huggy Wuggy, potentially to punish him with death for failing to kill the player.
My hunters
shall pursue
1170.
Further into Chapter 5, Huggy runs into the player again and seemingly leaves them with no way out, ready to get his revenge just up until a Miss Gracie video that's projecting Kissy Missy distracts him and reveals his true intentions. He's looking for Kissy Missy along with getting revenge. After the player makes it back to the train station following Lily Lovebraid's tea party, Huggy Wuggy catches him but stops when finally meeting Kissy Missy again. The two look over each other with love and care. Then Kissy Missy makes an attempt to hold Huggy's hand, and almost instantly all the rage from Huggy Wuggy's body leaves him, and he seems happy. But then the prototype shows up. The prototype stabs Huggy and launches him to the side, then proceeds to stab Kissy Missy. Now Huggy's eyes are still moving after the fact, signaling he's still alive, but there's no confirmation on Kissy Missy's state. But one thing can be confirmed. The next time we see Huggy Wuggy, his rage will never have been higher. And with that, Huggy Wuggy's story, up until Chapter 5, comes to an end. Alright, now it's time to give my 2 cents on Huggy Wuggy overall. I mean, he's iconic beyond belief. When I think about Poppy Playtime, he comes to mind immediately. The dude is an apex predator and was honestly treated as a soldier by everyone. We still don't know his real identity, and I'm most certain him and Kissy Missy are more than friends. It sucks that his one moment of happiness was ripped from him throughout the series, but I have hope that maybe Chum Chumkins will come through in Chapter 6, and maybe be taking care of both Kissy Missy and Huggy. One thing I will say that is still unanswered that brings us to Mob Entertainment's YouTube video restricted combination. It reveals Chum Chumkins at the end and expands on the Huggy Wuggy toy line, but in the end of the video there's also a fuzzy creature revealed that can't be Kissy Missy due to his first color. The creature's trying to break down the door to chase after Jessica and Preston, and it looks like it may not be blue either. I just keep thinking about the hunters the prototype mentioned before to Chum Chumkins, and I wonder if maybe there's more to the toy line than we thought. Or maybe it's just hinting at Boxy Boo when he mentioned the hunters.
My hunters
shall pursue
1170.
Anyways, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If you found this video interesting, smash that like button, comment down below your favorite part, or share the video with a friend. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. This is Mr. OG, signing off.